Okay. All right. Let's just do a small audio check first. Can my team check first? Hello, hello. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. I'm testing my audio. You can. All right. Uh, okay. Sorry. Okay. It still works. Is that? Is that? Okay. Uh, okay. Good morning, everyone. Afternoon and evening, wherever you are watching this. So, for the people who haven't watched the stream last week, let me introduce myself again a bit. So, my name is Rehan. I'm from the support team here at Cloudku, and my position is a IT system administrator and a product manager, and which means that the quality of our product and services needs to be make sure it's in a great review, and you're actually enjoy using our products. So as an addition, as my addition to my task, I help in the customer service side, making sure that you guys are satisfied with our services and troubleshoot to make sure nothing goes wrong with your services and product that we are giving. So we have done several meetings with people from a lot of companies all over the world, like America, UK, India, China, and we have done several discussion about cybersecurity, productivity, cloud hosting, and so on. And so we have a lot of knowledge that we want to share to you guys, and that's what we want. That's what we want to share today. Now, the topic that we're going to be discussing is about cybersecurity. So I'm really excited to welcome you to our Open Cloud Go Live webinar uploaded in this channel. And if you guys want to support us, please consider subscribing and please hit the like button or even share the video. A click of a button means so much to us. Okay. So what's up with cybersecurity? Okay. Now, it's very topic trending product right now, and it's important that in Cloud Go we make sure that we protect our clients. So we're going to be talking a lot about cybersecurity knowledge, and then we're going to be talking about a live demo. Okay, next. So here's the overview that we're going to do. First up, we're going to take a brief journey through the history of cybersecurity and its overview, exploring how it all began and milestones that have shaped throughout the field of years. And this will set the stage for understanding the significance of what we'll be dealing today. Next, we'll be discussing why cybersecurity is more important than ever. As a digital threat evolve, protecting our data and system have become non-negotiable, an aspect of doing business. So we'll then move on to the basics of cybersecurity as well, just for the people who wants to be on the same page as us. Now, covering the foundational concept, everyone should know to safeguard their digital assets effectively, whether you are new to the IT field or just need a refresher. So this section will be incredibly valuable looking ahead, and will explore the future of attackers. Cyber threats are becoming more sophisticated, and we'll discuss emerging trends and what to watch out in coming years. After that, I'll share practical strategies on how to protect your business from the evolving threats. So this includes best practice tools and the strategies that can make a significant difference in your security posture. We'll then introduce you the Cloudku Cyber Protect and Cloudku Cybersecurity. Yeah, our powerful solution is designed to help you stay ahead of cyber threats. Now, I'll walk you through how our solution work and why they're vital for your business. To make it more interactive, we'll have some live demo as well, and we'll show you that in this action we can give you a clear idea of how they can integrate to your operation. And finally, we'll have a break and then open the floor for a Q&A session as well. This is your chance to ask any question that you might have discussed for anything else in your mind. So if you guys have any question, please comment down below and tell me what you want to ask for a company. Also let me note that if you haven't watched the stream last week, go ahead and watch as well. Just talk about the Cloudku company profile and Q&A. How do you contact us? How do you get these products as well? Okay. So let's be in let's take a look about cybersecurity as an overview from the far end. So cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting the system, network, and program from digital attacks. And these cyber attacks are often aimed at accessing, changing, or destroying the sensitive information, extorting money from the users, or interrupting normal business process as well. Cybersecurity has evolved significantly since the first known attack in 1988, which I will talk about later, and the Mars worm, which disrupted the 10% of the computers connected to the internet at the time. Now, over the decade, as technology has more advanced, and so has the method and sophistication of cyber attacks. So here I have three stories that I want to talk about that how cybersecurity was evolved. And so we began in 1834, and one of the earliest record instances of cybercrime occurred in France, and this was the first known ethical hack, or no, not ethical, sorry, type of hacking in the system. Okay, so there was two bankers named Francois and Joseph Blanc. I hope I pronounced the name correctly. So they exploited a vulnerability in the optical telegraph system used for the stock market communication, and they bribed a telegraph operator to manipulate the signals, allowing them to gain insider information in financial market. And this act of cybercrime is often cited as one of the first known example of data breach, and even though it's occurred long before the digital age. So as you can see, the cybersecurity does not occur in a computer, but also occurred in all type of system. In 1834, there was a tower, and the first cybersecurity was not only in a computer, but as a physical type of security. The second story that I want to talk about is between 1960 to 1970s, where the type of security was more evolved into computers. And so, in the earlier 1940, during the Nazi occupation of France, the the Vichy government, an authorized regime of collaborating with the Nazis, used punch card machines to manage and process data. And these machines, which relied on punch card, were used for various administrative purposes. So there was a man named Rene Carmile, an expert in a punch card computing and a member of the French resistance, learned that the enemy were exploiting these machines to systematically identify and target people in France. And the enemy used the data processed by these machines to aid their effort in locating and reporting people. So what was Carmile's plan? So one of them is offering cooperation. Offering Carmel offered to continue using his punch card machine to process data for the Vichy government, and by doing so, he presented himself as a willing collaborator, which allowed him to gain continued access to the machine that the enemies were using. Now, he also gained access to the information. So the Nazis accepted Carmel's offer, believing that his continued use of machines would benefit their operation. And Carmel role as an expert in managing and maintaining this machine gave him the opportunity to work closely with the data processing system. So, lastly, after gaining the access, what he did was sabotaging the system. While maintaining the appearance of cooperation, Carmel used his knowledge of punch card machine to subtly interfere with the operation. This involves altering the data, and Carmel manipulated the data being processed by the machines to disrupt the accuracy of the records. This could have included the introducing errors of modifying information in a way that confused or misled the Nazis. So, sabotaging operation, he might have engaged in technical sabotage, such as misconfiguring the machines or introducing faults that caused delays or incorrect output. And this would hinder the Nazi ability to efficiently process use of the data. So what was the impact of everything? And it was the impact was the sabotage reduced the effectiveness of the Nazis' tracking and deporting of efforts by disrupting their data processing. Carmel helped to delay or obstruct the Nazi plan to identify the captures the people individuals, potentially saving a lot of lives. And the last one I want to talk about was the case in 2024, which is the most up-to-date type of attacks. In 2024, you can read the article in the link below. I will give a description of all the reference link. Now, there was a company called MoveIt, and there was a data breach emerged as one of the most significant cyber attacks of the year. So MoveIt is a widely used secure file transfer service, suffered a severe attack that compromised sensitive data of numerous organizations and individuals. This happened early in May 2024, and the attack was MOVEit, a secure file transfer service. So, what was the attack vector? The breach was orchestrated through a sophisticated vulnerability in the MOVEit transfer software, and the attackers exploit a zero-day flaw, allowing them to unauthorized access to sensitive data stored on the MOVEit server. And that impacted the data compromisation, affected organization, and the response. And what was the action taken? So when the action was taken, it had public disclosure, it had client notification, people was arguing, and enhanced security measures as well. So what was the lesson learned from everything here? So as we know, cybersecurity is more important for a lot of things, and not just for a company, but for your own self as well. So I want to talk about why do you need cybersecurity. So as you know, as a basic term, the most important part of cybersecurity is about your sensitive data. And one of the examples of what would happen was I think it was the first story in 1834. Now, sensitive data is safeguarding the personal, financial, and proprietary information from the unauthorized access, ensuring confidentiality and integrity. And the second reason is protection against cyber threats, which is defending against a wide range of cyber attacks, including malware, phishing, and ransomware through the advanced security measures. And the third reason why is for compliance with regulation and audits. Now, ensuring that your company or business meets the industry specific regulation and standard of avoiding penalties and maintaining the trust with the customer and partner. Nobody wants a company that doesn't want any cybersecurity information. Next. Now, we already talked about the cybersecurity story, so let's go over some basic for your refreshment. So, the definition of cybersecurity is protecting the system, network, and data from the digital attack. And that was, I told you it was a long story ago, but now it has defined as this proper uh, definition. Now, the important is essential for protecting the sensitive information and ensuring the integrity of system. And this can rely to three basic fundamentals, which is number one is confidentiality. The definition means ensuring that the information is accessible only to those who are authorized to view it. And this principle is crucial for protecting the sensitive data such as personal information, financial records, and intellectual property from unauthorized access. You don't want to make a system that is too strong that you yourself cannot access your own data. And one of the real life example is think about confidential medical records in healthcare system, only to authorized personnel such as doctors and nurses. And this should have access to the patient information. And if a uh, cybersecurity criminal gains unauthorized access, it can lead to identity theft or privacy violation. Now, the method that is used to protect confidentiality is one of them is encryption. So data encryption transforms information into a code that can only be decrypted by someone who has the correct key, ensuring that even if data is intercepted, it remains unreadable. The second method is access control. So you implement strong access controls such as multi-factor authentication, also known as MFA, ensuring that only authorized users can access specific data. Another one is data masking. And in certain situations, sensitive data can be obscured or masked, allowing authorized users to view data without exposing critical detail. The second fundamental is integrity. And the definition is involving ensuring the data remains accurate or consistent and trustworthy throughout its life cycle. The principle is vital for maintaining the reliability of information, preventing unauthorized alteration, and ensuring the data reflects the truth. A real-world example is considering a financial transaction system where integrity is critical. If transaction data is altered without detection, it can lead to significant financial loss, fraud, or accounting errors. Another example is software updates, and if update file is tampered with, it can introduce to vulnerabilities or malicious code into a system. This is where attackers where uh, they can manipulate the data, controlling the user, and hopefully gaining access to the system. So, what type of methods to ensure the integrity? Well, one of the is checksums in hash functions. Now, this is a bit technical, but these techniques generate a unique value based on the data content. Any unauthorized changes to the data would alter the checksum or hash value, signaling a breach of integrity. Another one is a version control system. In a software development, version control ensuring that the changes to the code are tracked and the previous version can be restored if necessary. A third one is digital signatures. So you might see this a lot of time in websites. Digital signatures can verify the authentication and the integrity of digital documents, ensuring they haven't been altered after signaling. And the third fundamental is availability. So the definition is ensuring that the system, data, and services are accessible to unauthorized users wherever you need it. And this principle is crucial for maintaining the operational continuity and ensuring that the users can access the resources they require without interruption. Now, the real world example is imagining an e commerce website during a major scale. If a website goes down due to a cyber attack or technical issue, it could result in a loss of sale and frustrated the customer and damage to the brand reputation as well. Availability is also critical in healthcare, whereas timely access to the patient data can be a matter of life or death. So how do you make sure you ensure the use of availability, redundancy, and backups? So implementing the redundant systems and regular backups, ensuring that the data and services remain available even in the event of hardware failures of cyber attacks. The second one is disaster recovery planning. Having a well-defined disaster recovery plan allows organization to quickly restore and the restore operation after disruption, minimizing the downtime as well. And the third one is attack from the network protection, also known as a DDoS or distribution denial of service protection. So DDoS attacks aim to overwhelm the system with traffic, rendering it as unavailable. Implementing the DDoS protection measures such as the traffic filtering or rate limiting helps to maintain the availability during such attacks. So the conclusion is we summarize how the CIA triad worked together to form the foundation of cybersecurity. And we highlight that the balance of these three principles is essential for protecting the data and ensuring that the system operate reliability and securely. So what's up with the future of attacks since we know the basics as well? So since we already talked about the past, let's talk about the future. Now, one of the topic of future of attacks is AI technology, since this is the most trending part of attacking. Now, what does AI technology can do for related to IT attacks? One of them is automated and adaptive attacks. So AI can be used craftily, highly convincing phishing email that can be tailored to the specific behavior preference and writing the style of individual target. You can do this by analyzing the vast amount of personal data, and AI can generate the messages that are almost indistinguishable from a legitimate communication, making them more likely to succeed in deviating recipients. It can also create intelligent malware. AI powered malware can be adapted to its environment in real time, modifying its behavior or to evade detection by traditional security measures. For instance, AI could be detecting that it is being analyzed in a sandbox environment or by an antivirus program. Now, this is important because, as you know, in cybersecurity nowadays, they teach you to read the email carefully and make sure there's no spelling mistake. But since AI is being generated easily. This removes the idea of checking the spelling, but also being careful of what you click. So AI can also make enhanced social engineering. Why? So since I've read online that you can make deepfake technology. Now, deepfake, as you know, can create a fake video and audio recordings and convincingly impersonate the individual, such as the company executive or a public figure. And this technology can be used in social engineering attacks, where hackers use fake voice or fake video to trick the employee into divulging sensitive information or authorizing the fundamental transaction. Sadly, we can't even beat this system because the only way to beat it is actually going through a logical term. Like, what happens if the uh, a manager told you to run a system that you were not supposed to? Now, the only way to beat the system is to double think and check carefully, double check with a real life human or by email. Okay, usually by email, a lot of people needs to confirm twice, and everybody would know. For example, you use not only email to your manager, but email to your other security team as well. So the third one is AI-driven vulnerability exploitation. So this can create automated vulnerability scanning and zero-day exploit to development, which is the same as automated and adaptive attacks as well. So what is another one? Is AI versus AI, the cyber arms race. So as cybersecurity defenses are more reliant on the on the AI, attackers may develop AI system specifically designed to bypass these defense. And for example, the adversarial machine learning technique can be used to trick defensive AI models, causing to misclarify threats or overlook the malicious activities. This is dangerous because once this is happen, AI will be acting have AI will have persistent skill like human, and that is evolving. And once we as human evolve, we understood the cybersecurity trick. For example, number one, social engineering. We know that they want to access the data. Now, if AI can beat the system defenses, they can have a new idea or thought of a new way to beat the defenses. So that's all for AI technology. There's a lot of things are related that you can understand from this topic. So the future of attack can also have ease of access to information. Now this is very self-explanatory actually. So in this generation, ease of access can have a lot of impact. And number one is abundance of publicity and availability of information. And the example is social media and personal data. Now, social media platforms are treasure lovers for personal information, and users often share details about their life, including the whereabouts, relationship, or even work-related information. So attackers can easily gather this information and craft highly personalized phishing attacks, social engineering schemes, or even identify thefts sometimes. You can also have fake online tutorials and hacking tools. I want you guys to know, if have you ever looked up in a YouTube video and search how to install Adobe Premium for free, for example, and then you look into a video and it's like, oh, okay, I just need to install this application. So once you click on the application, you realize, oh, it's an empty file and you just got tricked. Actually, the video tutorial or the online tutorial actually was a hacking technique for you to get exploit a virus into your computer. Now they have authorized access. They can do a lot of stuff into your computer as well. Now, uh, also one of the reason of ease of access to information is information overload and human error. So the overwhelming amount of information available online can lead to be confusion and mistakes, and employees can inhune with the emails and online content. This be more like click on a phishing link or fall from a scam simply. What does this mean? Since everything is getting more digital, it is also getting more advanced. Well, in humans, we humans see us as simplicity. We want to see everything clearly. But if you have a lot of data, also information overload, like For example, every day we're gonna get a lot of email, right? You get a lot of email, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, this is a good email. Maybe, maybe your HR, you're looking to a customer CV. You click on the file, but it's actually just an export file. So this is what it means for ease of access to the information. So caring about your privacy has been more important than ever. And the third one is talk about growing attack methods. So this is related to AI technology and ease of access to information. So nowadays, there's a lot of growing attacking method nowadays. Now, I've been to a watch fair, watch guard training yesterday, last week, and they talk about their product, right? And one of the things they were talking about is ransomware as a service. Now, this is a term that hasn't been used for a while, and the reason for that is because ransomware as a service is actually a new term that is used for attacking clients for the sake of businesses. Yes. Now, you can actually hire someone in the dark web or somewhere that you can tell him, I want to specifically attack this company because maybe that's their competition, right? So this is very dangerous because since ransomware has not become activity but now has become a business. Now, um, a lot of things has evolved, and I'll talk about some of them, not everything, since they are more complex and we don't have a lot of time since we want to take a look more into the demo. So another one is phishing and social engineering tactics. Now, while traditional phishing remains common, attackers are increasingly using spear phishing and walling techniques to target specific individuals, particularly those in a position of those power or access to valuable information. Spear phishing involves crafting a personalized email that appear to come from a trusted source, making them more convincing and harder to detect. Whaling a target high-profile individuals like executive, while the intent of gaining access to sensitive corporate information or financial assets. For the example is that let's say that your boss emailed you, he messaged you and said that I'm going to send you an email about a file that you must complete by tomorrow. And then someone knew about this information and they try to act like your email and then they try to act like your boss and then they send you the email, but actually it was a fake email using the fake name, right? They disguise themselves as well. So they allow you to click on the file and you fall for the attacker's trap. So a lot of things has been growing of attacks recently, and now, while most of them is kind of unbeatable, the weakest link of all hacking technique is the human. Why? Because all human is what the target is. You are actually the product of the attackers. That's what they're aiming for, not the product. Because nowadays humans can access information. Human can access to the specific data, right? Maybe the person that knows your password is your banker, or the doctor knows about your personal stuff, right? If this gets to the wrong hand, it can go bad very much. Okay. Next. So there are four ways that I want to teach you and how to protect your business. So how do you even protect your business nowadays in this generation with AI technology, with growing AI methods and attacking? So we're going to be taking a look at four main points. And the first one is about advanced protection tools. Now, in today's cybersecurity landscape, protecting the basic protection measure up are no longer sufficient. What do I mean? Meaning that the tools that you use right now are actually not very useful nowadays. You have to have very advanced protection tools. Note how I use the word advanced because the word advanced has to be with very technical aspect, right? If your company doesn't have a cybersecurity team or even a technical team by minimum, your company is already a vulnerability to attackers. Your organizational structure may be easily found out by alumni or other access information in the outsiders. So businesses need to invest in advanced protection tools. This can offer multiple layers of security, and these tools are designed to protect or detect response into threats in real time. Why? Because nowadays hackers or attackers are doing things not by manual. Now, what I mean is that uh, nowadays hackers doesn't actually go to one company and attack it. No, that's not what's happening right now. It's not like in the movies back in the past. In the real time and real world, what's happening is that attackers are creating robots or automated attack for all scanning ports. Yes, so this is very true. They try to find an open port in your network or your system, or they try. The only thing they're doing, maybe if they want to attack one by one, is social engineering. And means maybe your one of the employee is doing a dating application and they fall in the wrong trap. They gain the person access and they try dating, and this can lead to data access, like they know about information about the person. And so we've seen this in movies sometimes, where the girl tried to do dating because she was stressed, and then after that they fall into a wrong guy, and this guy is actually the hacker of the company that wants to take a lot of money from the company. So what does advanced protection tool mean? All right. So one of the properties is next generation firewalls, and next generation firewall or NGFWs go beyond the traditional firewalls by offering a deep packet inspection, intrusion prevention, and application awareness. So this can identify and block intrusion, complex threat, and may evade traditional firewall. Another one is EDR and XDR. I should have put this in the note as well. But also, EDR stands for Enhanced Detection and Response. Wait, yeah. So EDR is designed to monitor and analyze the activity of all endpoints. What is endpoints? Endpoints are basically laptop servers or mobile device, because these are the IT tools that you use in your office 24/7. Now, advanced protection tools should also come with artificial intelligence and machine learning. So AI and machine learning are also increased in attacks, as you know, and so does the protection for advanced protection tools. So if you're looking for a cybersecurity tool, make sure that it also have artificial intelligence and machine learning. So the second fundamental that you should know is the regular security audits and assessment. So sometime nowadays, a company or a business doesn't actually want to check the security; they just trust it. But we need to make sure that your security is certified and protected in the correct way. And the only way to do that is to hire a regular security audit, maybe once a month, maybe twice a month, but that's the business choice. So, one of the key components of the strong cybersecurity strategy is regular assessment and auditing of your security measures. And this helps identify potential vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by the attackers. This can be internal and external audit, penetration testing, so vulnerability scanning, and so on. A third one is employee training and awareness. As I said in the previous slide, that the weakest link for all attackers is the human. And the only way to beat the system is by employee training and awareness. We cannot beat the human. We cannot change the human into a robot and then make them defense on their IT, like on the attackers, right? The only way is to spread awareness and train the employees, making sure they don't click on the wrong email. They know what is exe file. They know what is PDF file, right? This is the reason why a lot of companies nowadays are hiring in younger generation, because in the old generation they don't know what is a text file, what is a PDF file. They don't really care, right? They just want to open a file, get the work done, and go home, right? But we have to make sure that nowadays we are clicking in. We're not clicking randomly, right? And this is the reason why a lot of people who studies IT, who has training and awareness, usually know what is going on, right? at least at the minimum level. Right? I don't expect, or a company doesn't expect the person to become an IT expert or cybersecurity expert, right? It's not their job. Their job is to know about how to take care of their um awareness, just like how they take care of their health, right? The fourth one is incident response and planning. So this is the case where what happened after your attacks attack the system, right? So uh, one of the good I have seen a lot of companies that are good and bad, right? The bad companies, right? I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to spread hate, right? But the bad companies, what they do is just implement a security plan in just one go, right? They just do it straight away without planning, right? And why planning and response is important? Because a good company, right? I'm going to talk about the good company for a bit. I know it's going to be related, but a good company set up a project plan before implementing the good security. Now, as I said, security attacking is evolving, but also should security. Security has uh, should have been more evolving than attacking, or else we would lose our system and all the bad guys who is attacking or unethical hackers will win, right? So the good companies will plan and take their time to invest on their security, making sure that all privacy data is covered and secured as well. They should also do penetration testing, like I mentioned before, right? So once this is success, they just implement to the operational. So there's two. There's a backup server and then there's an operational server. So once the operational time is going, they don't need to worry because they also have a project team that is evolving security. Right. My previous work, all it was a good company, and what they do, they always change the security policies. They always change about the security system. They always teach us about awareness, right? So this is all the 4 points that you all should know as well. Next. So uh, here, our team in Cloudgo proudly announces the launch of its new cybersecurity division, also known as Cloudku Cybersecurity. And this is one of the reasons why cybersecurity has been important more than ever. Okay, so this strategic initiative marks a significant expansion of Cloudco service offering, emphasizing a robust commitment to the protection business against the increasing threat of cyber attacks. So, Cloudku Cybersecurity will leverage the power of reliability of Acronis as its main product, ensuring the comprehensive cyber protection for clients across the various industries. With Cloudku is well with Cloudku Cyber Protect, Cloudku is well positioned to deliver advanced data protection, backup solution, and disaster recovery services, all integrated into a seamlessly user-friendly platform. So, Mr. Danny Anjaya, the CEO of Beta Medicine Semester, also known as Cloudgo, is in today's digital age, cybersecurity stated that in today's digital age, cybersecurity is more important than ever. And by launching this Cloudgo Cyber Security, we aim to provide our clients or customers with a top tier protection against the evolving landscape of cyber threats. Partnering with the Cloudco Cyber Protect allow us to offer world-class solution, and they are both powerful and easy to implement. So Cloudco Cybersecurity is tailored to meet the needs of business of all sides, offering a scalable solution to ensure the data integrity, system reliability, and continuous business operation. So whether you're a small business or a large enterprise, Cloudco Cybersecurity offers a peace of mind by safeguarding your most valuable digital asset, right? With focusing on innovation, Cloudco Cyber Protection will also provide a range of managed services, including continuous monitoring, threat detection, rapid response to security incidents. Compromising approach ensures that the client can focus on the core business activities, knowing that their digital environment is secure. So we also provide cybersecurity knowledge as well. If you guys want us to teach your employees about cybersecurity, you can easily contact us, and we create a testing. We'll create a like an event for you guys for us to give some knowledge, right? And we also do a penetration testing. This is one of the features that we actually have done recently. Our clients want to do a penetration test into their system. Yes, we found a lot of vulnerabilities in their system, and also, uh, yeah, we provide the best and up-to-date security protection software as well. So one of the demo that we're going to be taking a look at is called the Cloudku Cyber Protection, and this is what we're going to be looking at after the break. So this is not over yet. So we're gonna have a 10 minutes break, and stay tuned on so you can see information about the demo of Cloudku Cyber Protection. Thank you, and please wait for a bit. So, yep, thank you for waiting, guys. All right. So, now we're going to be taking a look at our live demo. Finally, for you guys, finally have seen this. So, I want to talk about a little bit of Cloudku Cyber Protect. Now, since we went over some um, a lot of things about topic of AI, topics of attacks, and everything else like CIA triad. So I'm going to show you why Cloudku Cyber Protect is one of the best cybersecurity products I've ever seen for the rest of my career. So now, once we've given access to the Cloudku Cyber Protect, you can take a look in our website that we're going to see soon, right? So we're going to show you how to order this product, and we're going to show you about how to um, take a look about everything else. So you'll be introduced first is the main dashboard in the monitoring. So when you go to the overview, you can see how beautiful this um, product is, and you can see it's amazing clean uh, dashboard, right? So you scroll over here, you can see that these devices are the amount of machines that has been discovered, managed, unprotected, or protected, right? So we're going to be doing a live demo on one of the favorite features that I've done, and that is called URL filtering. Now, I wanted to put a virus into a virtual machine, but that requires actual security from the penetration testing. Maybe we can do that next week, all right? So as you can see here, we have done website URL is blocked here, and I'm going to show you deeper into this feature as well before I get into it. So once you're doing monitoring here, you can actually see the overview, and you can see the alerts, you can see the activities of what is done, right? So what I've done in this virtual virtual server, what I've done as well. So yep, I'm going to show you soon, right? Now you can see here the incident triggers cloudku.com. Now that was because I was testing, right? It can show you the activities of what I've done not in the computer, right? That will ruin privacy threats, and you will see what I've done in here, right? You can see that I've updated cyber protection. I can change the protection plan as well. So this is very interesting features, right? And if you go down here and scroll to the devices, right, you can see all the list of all the devices that I've put. Now, so far, I only put it into my laptop, my server, and my phone, right? So there's some kind of like problem here because one of the things that I've done is basically filter this server or Windows server for just in case for a case where I just want to block a website, right? Now I'm going to show you real soon, but let's take a look about all the features here first. So one of the nicest thing about Cloudku Cyber Protect is that you can organize these structures based on your infrastructure. So let's say you have 50 computers, right? So these 50 computers need to install all the agents to be detected for the dashboard. So setting up all the devices is quite simple, right? It actually give you a very basic tutorial on the ad here. All you press is add, and then you can press the device discovery. You can press Windows. You can also do Mac, Windows, Linux as well for servers. For mobile devices, you can do iOS and Android, right? Now, one of the reasons why I said it's one of my favorite Cloudku cybersecurity product is because not a lot of product support iOS and a lot of support mobile as well. It's very rare to see. Now, when you see cybersecurity product into this, you know right now that this product is up to date, right? And when I say up to date, I mean that this protection knows that attackers are evolving, right? Now it doesn't have real time scanning and monitoring, right? But it also has one of the best security features. Okay, so you can see here machines with the agents, right? You can see machines that doesn't have agents, all the devices, developers as well, right? If you go back here to management, you can actually manage a lot of stuff. And one of the things is protection plans. So protection plan is where you create an idea, or sorry, you create a plan for your type of protection, right? Now, I've created a complete protection by default here, and I put into two devices, and one of them is my laptop, and one of them is my server. So we're going to create a new plan here, actually, and we're going to name it here. You can actually name your own custom protection plan because sometimes it depends on different divisions, right? You don't want all laptop to be blocking this one website that you don't want, for example, okay? So let's say we want to create a protection plan for the, I don't know, the developer team, the coding team, sorry, developer team, right? We want to add this protection here, right? Okay. So we've created a developer team protection. So once you have done creating a plan here, you can add devices here and you can add which devices that you want, right? So the one of the device machines that we want is, let's just press all devices and you can see here that my virtual private service here. So we're going to be taking a look at my virtual private servers in my company as well, right? So just wait for a few seconds and it shows you that it is easily done just like that. Okay, now as you can see, everything's been done. You just need to then filter what you want, what you don't want to protect. Now, let's take a look over to my server here. Now, as you can see, my virtual private server, let's test by going to the website of cloudku.com. Now, as you can see, cloudku.com is working fine in my virtual private server. And as you can see, there's nothing wrong. So then let's say that we don't want, just for the sake of testing, we're going to be blocking cloudku.com uh, and Cloudku Cyber Protect, right? Let's say that your team, the developer team, doesn't want you to touch website, right? So what you're gonna do, right, is go down here and go to URL filtering, right? And as you can see here, before you click URL filtering, let's take a look about all the features that you can do. So one of the things I said was endpoint detection and response. Now, endpoint detection and response is basically once a virus or a virus is detected, you can easily respond back for protection and also response back for report reasoning. And this actually helps one of the two fundamentals I teach you, which was security audit logs and EDR. EDR was one of the features that I talked about. If you guys took a look back, right? You can also have antivirus and anti-malware protection, right? As you can see here, you can see all the settings. Now, if you're a very technical person, maybe you can take a look at this. This is very recommended for a person with cybersecurity knowledge or technical skills to understand when using this type, right? You can go to URL filtering, Defender antivirus, firewall management, you know, and vulnerability assessment, right? Now, one of the features that we're going to be taking a look is only URL filtering. So let's say you just want to click on this, right? Now, let's say that the exclusion, you want to block a specific, how do you say, specific website, right? But let's say if you want a specific category, you can just click here and it just control what you don't want, right? You can also deny all, and you would just deny, you will block everything in what you don't want, right? You don't want the virtual private server. You don't want your employees to be hacking or thing with government websites, so you just block that, right? And so once you've done, maybe I don't want gambling or mess with finance, right? So once you've done, you can just simply click done. And going back to my server here, you can actually see, wait, minimize for a bit. You can see the droplets here. So once you install Acronis in this private server, you can simply have um, a service that is running here, right? And you can see the list of all the things I've done, right? So the status right now is the device is protected, right? And the protection plan is, you can see here, right? All right. So protection plan modules is back up. Yes. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Now let's say that we're going to be blocking cloudku.com, right? So when you go to exclusion here and you press blocked items and then you press domain, right? You don't wanna block type of the cloudku.com. So you just simply just press cloudku.com, right? And the description goes here, and you can just say testing purposes, because yeah, of course, everyone is allowed to go to cloudku.com. All right, you've done that, and then you write. Oh, I made a spelling mistake there. It's fine. You press done. All right, and then okay, so just need to make sure everything is correct, and then you press create. I haven't pressed it. Oh no, I don't want to become more yeah, very complicated stuff. Okay, you press create, and it will allow you to create a plan. So yeah, 6, your filtering is denied. Let's take back a look at what's happening here now. Before we test it, hold on a second. URL filtering. Okay, one is blocked. Now let's test it. Oh, hold on. I feel like I didn't use this correctly. Oh, it's not added in device. So let me just add the device here real quick. Add it here. It should have like a label in the corner, so I was like a little bit worried. So maybe use cybersecurity team. Yeah. So everything has been done, right? I've added the virtual private server, the device, right? The plan has been conflict with another. Oh yeah, I've added another plan right here, so it's fine. You can just press save. All right. Okay, so you can see here. Let's close this. Okay, let's try again. Oh wait, hold on. It sounds like it should having a problem here. Let me just check. Okay, hold on. Let me just try editing the plan here and see if it works. It could be a protection disruption from 2 plan as well. Okay, so let's say that we wanna uh, format URL filtering and then exclusion. Okay, plug URL. You want to add domain cloud. Oops, cloudku.com. You press done, right? You have done, and then you press save, right? Now it may take a minute for you to reflect the protection. That's why it could be having a problem like this. You press refresh. Maybe there's been changes here. Okay. Now, as you can see here, it is actually blocked, and you can see in the bottom right, it noticed a malicious URL block. So there was some advancement too. Maybe it has one device can only have one plan, and that was the reason why. But as you can see, it's actually working, right? And you get this new notification top up bell. And if you go back to the Cloudku Cyber Protection application, you can see here in the monitoring there's been detection or alert, right? So someone has been trying to access at this specific time, right? You can clear this notification saying, oh, this is just test, right? An overview, right? And one of my favorite part that you can actually understand this tracking incident. Just give me a second here. Threat feed. Mhm. Okay, looks like I remember there was a part where you can see the flow. Just give me a second, guys. Where was it? Hmm. Oh, why is it in my laptop? Okay, so you can see here there's a lot of things that it has done in the past. That you can see what happened from beginning, right? You took a look. So it has update continuous data protection parameters. It's scanning third-party application for vulnerabilities. So it detected that you've gone into a wrong website that we've specifically blocked, and it will just actively defend your server, right? Now, there's actually a lot of things that you can do here, and I actually want to show a lot of things you can do: whitelisting IP addresses, and so much more. Next, and then fade. So that's it for this webinar, guys. Thank you for watching. I think that's been long enough. It's been a little extra more, but it's fine. So we've taken a lot about cybersecurity. We've taken a look up at the demo, right? If you want to see more information, you can easily contact us for WhatsApp, our social media. We're always actively updating everything there. So I'll see you guys soon next week. Yep. Thank you.